Hi, so I'm a little nervous on doing a video that's going to be published on nationwide, millions of possible viewers. So here we go. It's going to be the first of my journey. I'm just going to say I've learned to be grateful. I've learned that there's so much more to this life than home or money, or those things are they're good and all, but they're not necessities. It's not what we need in this life. We need to be loved. We need to share love. We need to understand that everybody's on their own walk. This walk that I'm on is not going to be what the next person's walk on, their next, or the next, or anybody else's walk is on, and we have to be respectful of that. For the longest time, I wasn't respectful of anything. I didn't appreciate what I had, and was walking around with blinders on that I couldn't take off, living full of burden and heartache, and not realizing what's really going on in this world. And it's amazing what is really going on. My spiritual journey has just begun, so I have a long way to go, but it feels like it's flying by extremely quick. Sometimes I get nervous talking about it because there's certain few that will understand. In fact, I went down to noticing character flaws and things that may not be right for you or me, or things that aren't right in your life. If you're shown that they're not right, or somebody, my son's been telling me for days to quit smoking. Quit smoking. I say days, I mean months. And I went on a spiritual walk today, like I have been recently a lot, just to clear my mind. I've been doing a lot of walking. When you're forced to walk, you will walk. I say forced, but the universe was letting me know what I needed to endure to become my higher self. So I walked down to, had my nature walk down to the river and picked some blueberries on the way, like I always do. And I felt the need to smoke a cigarette. I smoked that cigarette, and I left the pack right there for somebody else to smoke. I didn't throw them away, but I should have, probably, in hindsight. And that's another thing, living with regrets and being sorry. I just caught myself. Don't be sorry. You are you, I am me. Everybody needs to understand that, like I said, we're on our own path. One day, I hope to not change people's lives. Well, yeah, change people's lives in perspective, but I don't want to force that on anybody. That's not my job. I don't believe forced spirituality, forced religion, forced politics, forced anything to where you have to change somebody's mindset or way of thinking. I don't think that's right. And from what I've gathered so far in my spiritual walk and watching my mentor and others like him, that we are fed a lot of non-truths growing up, because that is what societies want us to believe. They don't want us to step outside the box. They don't want us to think outside the box. For whatever that reason is, I haven't gotten to that point yet. I really don't care to, because that would just make me have to think about negative and about the impact All I know is that our world needs as much help as it can get, and people that think outside the box have that ability to help where help is needed, and where help is it's where it's deserved. Some places, some people don't care to get help and think outside the box, but that's not for me to decide. That's a little. That wasn't even an introduction. But who needs introduction? That's that would be scripted. So here I am, raw as can be, humbled as can be, and grateful as can be. I know that the universe has opened my eyes to understand that because you have nothing don't mean you're not nothing. I recently got out of something that has a relationship. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but I had my blinders on. I wasn't able to see what my potential was. It wasn't her fault. It wasn't my fault. It was just what it was. It is what it is. Life will show you that sometimes a person may not be in your life at the right time of your life in the present. Maybe the both of those people need to have a spiritual understanding to realize that we weren't living how we should have. And I'm not going to say that that person is going to be a part of my life later. Although they might, I don't know. And that's not for me to decide either. I have no control over this life that I'm in at this moment. I've been getting into the books, more so videos, like I should have done a long time ago, because I know my full potential is not what I've been letting out. My colors are not these colors that I've displayed. So now I'm trying to shine and spread that shine and spread the joy that is and that can be. Doesn't have to be a world full of chaos. I mean, everybody's going to deal with chaos. I dealt with chaos yesterday, and all I'm trying to do, I owe an apology to somebody, because I dealt with something for such a long time that I felt like I just had a lot of negative energy and vibrations, and I lashed out. It was a person that I don't really even know. I mean, so I'm going to go and talk to her and speak to her and let her know that I'm sorry. I've lashed out on a lot of people, and I'm sorry for that. But I'm gonna have to let those people know that I do care, more than what I've showed in the past, because I was blind. So I'm trying to keep understanding, keep learning, and mostly just know that whatever you want in this universe, as long as you are your higher self and your best version of yourself, whatever you want in this universe, it is. Whatever you put out in this universe will come back at some point. If it's negative, it will come back and get you. If you're positive, then that positivity is just going to keep coming. It's going to keep flowing, and it has. I have no money. I have no car. I have a home. There's good and bad. Yeah, I just said bad. No. There is, and what is, you can either go with it and understand that there's a reason behind everything. I'm understanding that more than ever, that no matter what, you can be happy. You can be a better person without material possessions. It's been incredible. It's been incredible, and it's been at times scary. My anxiety, I'm working on getting that out. There's no room for it. As you can see me recording this video, I'm still not 100% positive of myself, but I know that I'm a good person. So there's that negative, anything negative shouldn't even come into shouldn't be a factor. I'm still learning my full potential, but my full potential is that I am a good person, and I will be a good person for the rest of my life. For those that pass judgment, and that's no way to live. Negative, no. That's why the universe showed me that this negativeness, this always on defense and guarded and ready to, in jealousy, man, I was living so I don't even want to think about that life. I had no positivity. At times, going through a spiritual journey, I feel that for sure, you put out what's coming back to you, 100%, no doubt about that. So, in my spiritual journey, I was feeling, as I got away from the negativeness, as I continue to get away from that, I felt like I was being persecuted or condemned, and I may very well have been, but here I am now, knowing, believing, feeling that life is such a precious gift, and it can be taken just like any possession can be. So trying my hardest to be a better person. I need guidance still, and I'm going to continue to need guidance, and that's part of growth and living and learning to love again and learn. It's not going to come overnight, but I'm getting better at it, and understanding boundaries and understanding that as I become my higher self, I have noticed so many character flaws that I am working on daily. But I feel that I'm getting better, and one day, if I was better today than I was yesterday, and I'm going to be better tomorrow, then it's a work in progress. And I try not to use cliches, and I, try to speak directly from the heart as I stutter here. That's okay too. We're all connected, and we can all have a positive impact on one another's lives. There's no room for negative. There's no room for what ifs, and I wish I could have changed. If I wish I would have. Everything has happened, and everything is happening for the betterment of yourself. I didn't realize it at the time, but me losing my vehicle, getting out of a relationship, not having money, all that stuff, I'm happier and wealthier, not richer. Richer would be monetary. I'm wealthier than ever, and I don't really need a whole lot in this life. I have a son to provide for, so that's where I'm at. I know that, and I also feel with this that the universe is going to provide for my son, because I'm just, that's how the universe works. If you're a good person, things will come in abundance, and if you realize that and manifest that, they already are in abundance. Life is in abundance already. Happiness, it's there. I am what I put out. I am a good person. Therefore, good will come. Don't say, if I did this, if I could have done this, or I will do that. If you release and give that negative away. Take it all. Take it. Wherever it needs to go, get it off your mind. Get it off your subconscious. Get it off your conscious. Get it off. Get rid of it. If you do that and live positive, those things that you once desired, those won't even matter, because the universe is providing it in abundance, and the universe will continue to do that as long as we are our better selves. There are a lot of things that I will talk about later, and I hope there's a lot of things I will talk about later. I will go into detail more with all of the things that and happenings that people experience during a awakening, or spiritual awakening, however you want to call it or put it. To me, it's an absolute spiritual awakening. I have coming to understand more than I ever have, and I'm grateful for the things that have been taken. I'm grateful for those things being taken so I could realize that those things don't matter. I hope I am influencing lives, and that in itself, knowing that, because once you know it, you manifest it, and if it's manifested, then it's reality, right? Yeah. It's a concept that many of us don't understand, but it's also a concept that is reality. I've been flooding my brain of people that are very knowledgeable of their work. I try not to really. I do not want to. I guess take what they've already said and twist it. All I want to do is just spread that, what I've learned, my personal journey, and what they've taught me. I need to continue to get in the books, continue to get in the videos, so I'm more knowledgeable and I can speak better. And it's to come. Me in my first video, and that I really shut myself down for the longest time and wasn't open to understanding and change of thought patterns and processes. I didn't even attempt, Growing up, I was taught that church, of course, religion it can be important, but to my understanding, it can be important because of the morals and beliefs, but I believe that religion can also hinder a person and feel persecuted and like they're not enough. We have to understand that we can be apologetic and become a better version of ourselves if we know that we're not in the right, and we take that, we take those things where we're not in the right and realize those things and make the changes. That's it. Don't feel like you have to remorse and be so sorry, because everything has happened and is happening and will happen in the future, in the past. We are never stagnant. I've felt that way. Like I wasn't doing anything with myself. I'm not bettering myself. I'm not learning, until I was put in a position to where if I did not learn, then there was only one way. And that's my journey. If I didn't change the things that I felt that I had lost, and I have, if I did not change those things, then I was heading down complete chaos, as my life has been chaotic. It's not chaotic. It was, because I didn't have an understanding. Now I know that, and by the gracefulness of the universe, the universe is graceful. At times it doesn't seem it. But there are so many things to be grateful for. I shut myself down, and I cannot believe how blind I was. Absolutely blind. I am a better person. I am grateful. I am loved, and so are you. I guess this is really a biography if I sort of look at it, because I don't feel like I'm not really teaching anything yet. I'm still ironing out the character flaws and defects that I have. But if you bear with me, I will get better at explaining my walk. If you care to listen, you know where to find me. Thank you for listening. I will go into so many other topics that I have been shown, and I really hope that I'm not biting anybody's style because that's not what I mean to do. It's just what has been shown. The universe is showing me these things. So I have to, I'm compelled to show and to teach a better way of life. Thank you for listening. I'm grateful for that if you decide to. If you don't, that's okay. We are not better than anyone else. We are who we are. Yeah, thank you.